Hi guys, welcome to the Voice of Men by PMD Print My Design. My name is Komolafe Olayimika and I'm the creative director at PMD. Journey with us as we give men the space to share their struggles, their fears, and their journey of becoming. So before we dive into the business of the day, yes, so do well to subscribe, click on the like button, and also do well to share with your family and friends. So let's dive in. Today, we are having our first guest, and he's not just an ordinary guest, he is the first to believe in this vision and also a dear friend. So, welcome with me the person of Oni Oluwaseyi Fumi.
Thank you.
You're welcome on board, Sal. Can we meet you? Can we meet you?
All right. So, my name is Sheifumi Oni. What else is there to know about me?
A lot of things. I'm really interested. What you do, what you like, and let's just meet you.
What do I do? I'm into brand management. I work with brands, to create market winning brand strategies.
Mm.
What am I interested in? I'm interested in people. I'm interested in growth. I'm interested in development. I'm interested in management and many other, similar side interests here and there. But I think those are the major ones.
Yeah, I know that about you also. So yes, if you're asked to talk about a particular topic for let's say 5 hours, what topic will it be?
The Bible.
Mm. Okay,
It
let's
has
have
to be
it.
that, the Bible.
Okay.
There are other topics I could talk about, but the first thing that comes to mind has to be the Bible.
Mm. So what's the second thing?
Second thing, people and growth.
Mm. People and growth. So my next question is, how would you describe yourself in a word
In one word, I am passionate.
about?
Anything I have an interest in. If I'm interested in something, then I have to be passionate about it. If not, I don't feel like I've given it my all.
Mm.
So
Interesting. So I've worked with you for over 2 or 3 years now. Yes,
let's just say roughly around that.
roughly around that time. Yes. So the question is, I've seen you stand up, man up. At every point in time, you're just trying to be strong and all that. So my question to you is, what does it mean to be a man personally? What does it mean to be a man?
As that's a tough question if
Mm-hmm.
you ask me. What does it mean to be a man? Hmm. I think the one that every man will be able to relate with, or at least every good man out there, is being able to take responsibility for things and those around you. I think that's like the it's the core wiring of a man, the desire and the need to actually take responsibility. A man feels more like a man when he's taking responsibility and is put in positions of um, responsibility where he has to show his ability to take responsibility for people and for situations and for things. So I think that's what it means to be a man, or the primary definition for me of what a man means,
All
taking
right.
responsibility.
So now to you, what's that major challenge you faced being a man?
Major challenge is being able to find the balance between your internal standards and external standards.
Internal standard, you mean?
Um, take for instance me. Let me just use myself as an example. When it comes to my internal standards and what I define to be my standards for success, my standards for quality life, I want to be comfortable, and that has nothing to do with money, but money has a big part to play.
Of course.
I want to be comfortable. I want to be able to take care of those around me, meet the needs of those around me, and be fine. But external standards can be a lot higher than that, where you have people who you care about that have expectations of you, and because of your wiring as a man, you feel the need to also meet up to the standards of everybody. And I think it's actually not a bad thing when people around you set a standard, because you're not just living for yourself as a man, you're living for those around you. So it's a good thing when people around you set standards, but you need to be able to find that balance between what are your own internal standards and what are the external standards that people have set for you, and how to make sure that you don't over define yourself by either.
Mm.
So because at you can have an internal standard that is quite low,
Mhm.
and because of the needs of those around you, it's not going to be enough to meet their needs. But then the needs of others should not also define who you are and what you determine to be success, quality of life, and the rest. So I think finding that balance.
Is the key. All right. So, do you think you are there already?
Definitely not.
So, the fact that you know you're there, according to what you said. So, how have you been able to handle this situation? So, trying to meet up with people's standard and still able to meet up with that your inner standard.
Okay, so let me give you this example. I grew up a very empathetic child, and I'll say that's largely due to my mom. I grew up a very empathetic child, but I was bullied a lot growing up,
Oh.
and so I then realized that I had to switch up, and then I switched up, and
And became the bully.
maybe not the bully, but I
Okay.
became a tough guy, a
Okay.
hard guy. Let me just put it that
All
way.
right.
And but there was something deep within me that kept pulling me back to my own internal standard, which is to be empathetic and to care about people and to relate with people's struggles and the rest. And but I knew that, especially because of my experiences, the world was not going to let me be that fully empathetic guy. And so I had to find a way to manage my hard guy, quote and unquote, with my empathetic side, so that you know I am fine with myself being empathetic, and then the world is fine with me being the hard guy that I'm supposed to be. And I think there are a lot of other things, financial sides to things, where you feel like, well, I'm not making the money I want to be making yet. I'm not where I want to be financially and all, but I'm comfortable. But those around you are, oh boy,
You have to
work,
do better.
make money, and then you feel like you have to find the right balance so that you don't
All
go
right.
ahead of yourself.
Yes. So my next question. Do you think men are given the space or the opportunity to share their struggles or able to have people to hear them when they actually need to be heard?
No, subjective, but no.
Okay. Why do you think that?
A 4-year-old child, a 4-year-old boy cries, and then you say to the boy, you should be a man.
4-year-old boy.
Yeah, it happens. Somebody is a young boy, is maybe 9. He was abused by a lady in school. He came home and he was crying to his mom. And his mom, are you not a boy? Are you not a man? Why would you let? And from a very young age, guys already have this wiring and conditioning to believe that they should just take everything in and not let
As
it
though they
out.
don't have an
And what
emotion.
people do not know is guys are actually more emotionally susceptible than ladies. And I'll give you a reason why.
Okay.
Guys are more likely to respond negatively to their emotions than a lady is, because a lady is naturally taught how to handle her emotions easily. Everybody allows for those emotions. So at a young age, a lady knows how to be sad and come out of sadness. But a
Okay.
guy knows how to be sad, stay in the sadness, and then act like he's fine. And then little by little, you get to a point where you become so susceptible to your emotions, and your emotions begin to determine your actions. There's a man of God, a pastor that I love so much. He said something that ladies are more, what's the word he used? They are more tactical when they make decisions. Men are more emotional, but on the outside it seems
The
the other
opposite,
way,
of course.
because we were never taught how to handle our emotions. So I just personally believe guys are more susceptible to their emotions than ladies are,
And ladies.
because we never learned how to handle it.
And do it. So now, with all being said, what is the solution to this? Do you think men should just keeping their emotions and not expressing it?
Yeah, I don't think there's a one size fits all to the topic of emotions as pertaining to the male gender. and that's because we all are sitting on different planes as regards our ideas of how emotions should be handled. Some people are still of the opinion that just suck it up and handle it yourself. While there are some other people who feel like, men should be allowed to talk, men should be allowed to voice their opinions and the rest. Personally, I believe that one of the best ways we could go about it is finding or giving men a safe space. And that safe space, what a safe space means to a man is a space where he's not judged for his shortcomings. There's no guy who is not proud about going outside with his positive side. There's no man who is not proud or who is not happy to show the world where he's doing well. But it's hard to find, or let's just say maybe 1 or 2 in 10 are comfortable in telling their failures to the world. So we need to give men a safe space where men are able to say, okay, I didn't do well. I'm not feeling well. I didn't act well. And not be judged. But then we need to find a balance to it because a man should take responsibility. We should not get to a point where we allow men to fail so easily without giving them the stick for it. We should not get to that point where we are now comfortable with failure as a man because your failure as a man, let's be really honest, is more is of more danger to society than a lady's failure. And I'm going to say it because of the responsibility that the male gender has currently in the society.
Okay.
I'm not saying that's the way it should be. There's something called positive versus normative. What is normal is men have more responsibility in the society. So the failure of the male gender will have more impact on society today than the failure of the female gender, even though it should not be that way. Right. So I think we should not give men the leeway to failure where we just feel like, oh, because we want to give you the chance to be comfortable with your failures, then just be failing, we are fine. So that balance is important.
The balance is important. So according to one of the things that you made mention of how that we should give men the space to speak up and to share their weakness and everything. So now to you, is if there is something that you are given the opportunity to say or to share, what would that be?
About myself or just
About yourself, and you will not be ashamed to share, like a safe space, because I believe this is one.
That would be that I'm a man of many mistakes.
Okay.
Would I be able to say all of those mistakes? No, but just that I'm not as perfect as people see me to be. I'm not as and that also uh, just backs up my point of we've been trained to just show our good side, and because the world praises you for your good side, so it's easy to just show it
Keep
out
showing
and all.
it
So, but
and receive the applause.
I think if there's anything I would love to admit is the fact that I'm a man of many mistakes, and if I would love to be esteemed by who I really am, not who people think I am. I would love to be esteemed by.
So if you are being judged by having so many mistakes, do you think you'll be fine with that?
Do I think? I think I'll be more comfortable being me. Would I be fine? I don't know, but I'll be more comfortable just being me and acting and existing like I am. Sometimes you feel like everybody has an opinion of you who you know that you're not really. And now when you come out, you have to act like their opinion and not who you are. So I just would prefer that, you know, leaving secondary school and coming into university, it felt like a fresh start for me. Then I came and then it was the same thing. Everybody still just wants. I thought when I come here, I can just
Be
be myself.
yourself.
Everybody really wants you to just be that perfect person they think you should
You
be.
should be.
So I think I would love to admit that I'm a man of many mistakes.
Amazing. Thanks for sharing that. What keeps you going when life gets heavy?
Uh,
Heavy.
what keeps me going
Yes.
when life gets heavy? The fact that failure is worse than fighting.
Failure is worse than fight. This can you
I
elaborate on
have
that
this
more?
thought that with the way things are now, what happens if I actually fail? I'm not where I think I should be, but I'm fighting to be there. What happens if I stop fighting and then I remain here, or at least, or I even regress? So the best we can do is to keep fighting. And I think that one of the most rewarding parts of being a man is the fact that you fight every day. That's the most rewarding part of being a man. I'm not sure there's any man who actually feels comfortable, no matter where he is. Take for instance the world richest man. He might have all the money in the world, but he's still doing more things. Still, so what the most rewarding part of being a man is that you fight every day. You wake up in the morning with new energy to fight again. So regardless of where you've gotten to,
Just have to keep
you just have to keep fighting. There's no rest.
So this is it now. Personally, one of the things that bettered this vision is how that I've seen so many friends and that are male friends, and I've seen them fight for their lives, struggle, and if they come out, they're looking so good that you never even know that something just happened to them last night.
It's a trick.
So in all this, left to me, I'm so happy that so real that I'm a girl child. So the question that is to you, your next life, do you think you want to be a female or you want to be a man?
I grew up with three sisters. Yeah.
Okay.
I think genuinely because maybe it's a bit fair for me because I'm the last born, so
Okay,
I
sweet.
can easily be taken care
We're
of by
together, we're
them.
together.
But I think watching them up and close, I think it has been easier for them than it has been.
For you.
Yeah, I think it has been easier for them. I think there are things that you know, parents, it's just even your parents will feel like I can't take this chance on a female child, but we can take this chance on a male child, you'll be fine. Right? So, but would I want to be a female? No, no. I've
Why
also seen
no?
parts of being a female that don't get me excited. So,
I love my gender.
I think for us, we have a lot of emotional and psychological downtimes and struggles, but physically we are fine.
You love it this way.
And I think I like being
You can
physically
go
fine.
again and again and again with this
I
gender.
think I'm okay with
All
being
right,
physically fine.
beautiful. So now, what's your biggest dream right now,
The biggest dream,
and what does it mean to you?
my biggest dream is to actually see that I live in purpose to the best of my abilities. And for me, being a Christian, purpose is knowing God and making God known in every possible means, right? So my biggest dream will be to live in purpose to the best of my abilities. I think that summarizes my dream.
Interesting. So now, do you think you're close to it?
Close, I'm on the way,
The
but not close.
journey is far, right?
The journey is really, really far.
All right. What do you think about your future in the next 10 years? Where do you see yourself?
In 10 years.
Yes.
Should I describe it?
Yes. I want to see it. I want to see the picture. I want to see the emotion. I want to see the laughter. Everything.
First thing, for me, I'm a family man.
Let's go.
I'm big on family. So if I can close my eyes and just think about my future in 10 years, 10 years, I'll still be very young, but I want to be married. So I should be married. I will be married. Maybe with like two beautiful kids, one boy and one girl. But in case the woman wants a little bit more, we cannot do three.
All right. What about 5?
Who's going to take care of the
All
5?
right. The Lord, the Lord, the Lord.
What else? I want to be working, but not in the normal way we
Corporate
view
work.
work. I want to work with people to help other people.
No, I didn't get that. How do you feel work? What's your view about work?
Work is answering, for me, work is answering to numbers. Work has always been answering to numbers. We are always so concerned about the numbers. You work in corporate. What are they most concerned about? The numbers. Even if you work in healthcare, they are still concerned about the numbers.
Numbers, you mean
Figures, funds, how much money is being made, and all. But I want to work with people to help people. That's impact. So I see myself doing things that have more human impact than they have financial impact. Are they going to have financial benefit? Yes. But I see myself doing things that have more human impact than financial impact. But that does not mean that is going to maybe like NGOs. I'm still going to work in things like
I was going to
corporate
ask that question.
and all,
Okay.
but
Okay.
I just preference based on preference. You don't know where life is going to take you to, but based on preference, I would love to be doing something that has more human impact than they have financial impact.
Mm,
So, or let me say numerical impact.
mm,
So that's it.
mm.
So to me, that the
Interesting.
measure of success would be based on people and not on numbers.
Mm,
So, if, for
mm,
instance, if I work with a business,
mhm.
I'm more concerned about the business
People,
owner and
not
the people that the business serve,
mm,
and I'm concerned about the
the
money the
money.
business makes. And all.
Mm,
But do they will they end up making money for sure? They
definitely.
will.
Mm. All right. This is the question that really concerns me now. If your story was to be printed on
Mhm.
a design, what message will you love it to carry? What message will you love that particular design to carry?
There's a picture that comes to mind when I think about myself. Are you ready for it?
Yes, I am sad.
That picture is a microphone.
Hmm.
Yeah. And why? It's not because of like I love to hold microphones and not, but it's just the function of a microphone
Okay.
is to amplify a voice, right? To amplify a voice.
Mm. Did you see that?
So I want my voice amplified so that I can reach more people and help more people. So that's the
Mm.
real picture that comes to mind. Being able to that this voice of mine does
Mm.
not end up in my parlor,
Mm.
but that it gets to the nations of the world and people are blessed by it. So yeah, I think that's the picture that comes to mind. The microphone. There are a lot number of other things, but I think that's the one that stands out the best.
Beautiful. A microphone. Wow. Wow. That's beautiful. So our next question. What advice will you give to a younger man coming after you? Or from the mistakes you have made and you wished if you were given the opportunity to go back, how would you have corrected it? What are the lessons that you think you put into practice? So speaking to younger people now, to younger men out there, what are the
Okay.
things you love to keep them?
So if I was to speak to myself 10 years ago, let me just put it that way. I can relate with me best. If I was to
Okay.
speak to my 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 14-year-old self, the most important thing I would have told him is prioritize people. Yeah.
Just people. Guys, I've heard people like 50 times today. All right.
Prioritize people.
Mm.
Um, Growing up, let me just use myself as an example. I made a number of mistakes with people, right? Maybe you learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
So maybe everything was designed to be that way, so that when I look back, I
Mm-hmm.
actually see things I could pick out from my past and then live a better life in the future. I made a number of mistakes with people where I was more concerned about processes. I was more concerned about results, and I was concerned about the people that make those processes and get those results. And it's easy to ride over people
Mm-hmm.
when you need to get something done.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not even saying it in a bad way.
Okay.
It's just you don't care about the person as much as you care about what they are doing or the result they are supposed to get. I think the most important thing is we learn early enough to
Mm-hmm.
prioritize people and not their function. The
Mm-hmm.
function is always a result of how well you make them feel. There's a popular quote that says, "People do not care how much you know until they know how much you care."
Okay.
Right. So think about people, and then number two, enjoy your life.
This you see, I've been able to meet with so many people and they just want to you know, this ideology of delayed
Gratification.
gratification that let me suffer now and then later on I will enjoy. Do you think that is really right?
Well, I think delayed gratification, it's 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 relative because
Okay.
in some aspects it's really good and in some other aspects it's not good.
Mm,
Delayed gratification in terms of finances is important that you delay such gratification so that
yeah,
because it's money that makes money, right?
sure.
So when you spend all your money today because you want to enjoy your life, You're not going to have any to enjoy your life tomorrow, right? But there are certain areas of your life where you should enjoy it. Your relationship with people, your um the choices you make. Make choices that helps you enjoy the life you're living now.
Now.
I know you want to enjoy life later. I know you want to have the best of life in 10 years to come, in 20 years to come. But there are ways a teenager can enjoy his life. There are ways a small boy, a young boy can enjoy his life. So find ways. When I was growing up, I never played games.
Wow.
I didn't watch cartoon growing up.
Interesting.
So I grew up a so serious-minded human being. Has it helped me? Yes. But have there been negatives to it? Yes. And looking back, would I have loved to just live an enjoyable life growing up? Absolutely. So find a way to help. Let's be honest. I'm at a age where if I'm looking back to my younger self, I'm not old enough to make money. So enjoying your life has nothing to do with money for a 14-year-old, a 13-year-old, a 15-year-old boy. So enjoying your life does not it's not like go and buy this, buy that. It's just live in the moment and think about the future
Enjoy the
also.
flow.
Just meet new people, don't be shy, be bold, and just vibe along.
All right. So this question is directly to you.
Alright.
What is your greatest fear?
My greatest fear.
What's that thing that if it happens now, everything is it's all gone? What's your greatest fear?
Greatest fear is change.
Change. You mean?
I like things that are linear. I like things that are so linear. I like to be able to predict what the next month is going to be like, what the next year is going to be like. I am so terrified when I can say what is going to happen in a few days, what is going to happen in a few months, what is going to happen in a few years. And I'm at that stage of my life where you cannot say anything is going to happen in even in the next day. You can't really say life is so I think I'm living in my greatest fear because there's so much change happening in my life, so much change happening in the world, so much reasons to change, right? And from what I've heard, it's always going to be like this.
So what I've heard.
So my greatest fear is not that something something will happen or something to not happen. It's just the fact that at any time things can change and you have to be ready for change. And so I'm constantly always preparing just in case I have to make changes to even the relationships, your career choices, family, place of residence, finances. Finances. Jesus. That's a whole new topic.
So yeah, you're saying you're currently living your fears.
I'm living in my greatest fear. But it's all good because for me, because of how the priority I place on people, having people around just makes everything easier. Because the truth is, if everything changes and the people that are around you do not change, you have a reason to still live. But if you keep making money and every time you have to keep changing those around you, at some point it gets really.
So we're trying to say now that your greatest asset is people. And that's why you're just so big on people.
People over process.
What would you say to men who feel like giving up now?
Don't give up.
Please say it to the camera.
Don't give up. Let me tell you something. It's going to be worse if you give up. Trust me. You live to fight another day. If you give up, there's no fight anymore. And it's going to get really worse. Right? So don't give up. The best you can do is to remain where you are and keep fighting. That's the best you can do. If where you are is bad enough, think about how bad a worse place will be. So just don't give up. Keep fighting. It will get better. It surely would get better.
Thank you so much for your time. Yeah. That's an awesome year. Just listening to you officially. Yes, officially. So yes, what do you think about PMD, Print My Design? The concept of the voice of men just speaking and sharing their experiences and their view on different subjects.
What do I think?
Yes.
Okay, I think that's a better way to face the question because I'm about to tell you what I think. Um,
Okay.
there's something that has always worked for me, and that is visual cues.
Okay.
What I see, I can do,
Mm,
right? So it's just like having a vision board.
mm,
When you see something that represents who you are and where you want to get to,
mm,
you are more motivated to push for it, right?
mm,
And so the concept of having maybe it doesn't have it's not an artwork now, but having um something that you embody
mm,
on your body,
mhm,
uh I think it helps you feel more confident in where you want to get to.
mhm,
Imagine I'm just around people and this is who I am. Me, I'm
mm,
wearing who I am. I'm more
mm,
confident to express that personality of mine. And for the
mm.
aspect of giving men a voice, I think
Okay.
what this does is it does not just inspire, it encourages people to be comfortable in their own voice. People
Sorry. For people to be comfortable in their own
voice,
voice.
yeah.
Mm.
People are more interested in listening to others than they are to themselves. Yeah.
Just mention my name.
Everybody is on YouTube watching this person, watching that person on
Mm.
Instagram, following that person. But when they look inward, all they see is negatives, negatives,
I
negatives.
was once doing a vlog, and what if I was once anytime I do a vlog, after doing all the editing and I send it out, and a friend of mine is just checking the vlog and like, oh, this is beautiful. I was like, please reduce the volume. I don't
This is
I don't
I just
want to
like
hear my
say,
voice, please.
yeah,
So it just makes me so uncomfortable. But now you hearing your
yeah.
own voice, being comfortable in your own voice, I
You
think I love it.
it's not just something that challenges you.
Mm,
It's something that inspires you that okay, this is me.
mm.
Finally, this is me.
Me out there.
So I think it just encourages people to feel comfort. So I don't have to be on an interview like this,
Yes.
but I could sit down, look at myself in the mirror, and talk to myself and feel
Mm,
comfortable in what I say to myself.
mm,
I can make it I think I can, let me just say this to men out there, make it a duty to have a chat with yourself more often. It's not madness.
mm.
You don't have to get a physical mirror, but just talk to yourself and say good things about yourself. Have positive confessions about yourself.
Not just to your babe, oh,
The same way you tell your babe I love you is the same way you should tell yourself that you love
right?
yourself. Tell yourself
Mm,
that you are in love with who you are and be
mm,
comfortable to say what you have in mind without feeling judged. Right. So be comfortable in your own voice.
mm. Thank you so much. So this is your clue to be on this hot seat and be comfortable in your own voice. Yes. You know, this video now will be out there on
Mm-hmm.
YouTube. Everybody's seeing it. And years to come, it will still remain.
Mm.
So what would you say to your older self, being 15 years to come?
I hope you made it.
So what would your older self say to you?
Oh boy, I made it.
Come on, I love it. That's so
Hmm.
beautiful.
I
What did you think of that on the spot?
because you have to make it. You just I have let me just I
I
have
just
to make
have
it.
to make it.
Like I grew up under a man,
Okay.
under a real man. And if there's
Mm,
anything I'm grateful for is the fact that I saw what it meant to be a man. My
mm,
dad didn't have the best of resource, but he was a man,
mm,
right? So I want to be that kind of man, but have the resource
mm,
and have the feeling of making it. I don't
mm,
want to just make it, and I want to be that kind of man who fight to take responsibility for everybody around him. And
mm, mm.
let me just put it this way: my
Okay.
dad is the definition of the man that needs a voice because he's a man,
Okay.
but without the voice out there.
Mm,
If, for instance, my dad gets an opportunity to speak to the world,
mm,
I think I think it's going to be a very good
Mm,
concept and very good thing for him because he's a
mm,
real man, right?
mm.
But coming back to myself, I just want to get to the future and say that I made it as a man. I was a man, but I made it.
All right. Thank you so much. What do you hope your story inspires in people?
Number one, to keep fighting, to know that until it's over, it's not over.
Mm,
Then secondly is I hope it inspires people to prioritize other people.
mm,
I hope it helps people see that there's no life worth living alone. There's no life worth living in constant battles with people around you.
mm.
Right. So you're more comfortable, you're more happy when you're in you have a good relationship with people. I hope it inspires people to prioritize the people around them.
Mm.
Yeah.
So now, this is where it gets interesting. So, do you think um, every man should have a community?
Yes.
And are you in one currently?
I'm in when you define a community, a community is a group of people that have shared beliefs.
Yes.
I have friends that we
Okay.
are a community with each other. So it's not like a defined
Community.
community, but we function as one because we have shared goals, shared visions,
Mm,
shared purpose, and we if not for my guys,
mm.
no, I can't be here.
Come
No,
on, I love the sound of that.
they are not people I talk to every day. They're
Okay.
not people that is unlike you being in a relationship where you have to wake up, text your partner,
Yeah.
do a day check. They're not that kind of people. But when you're around them, and even when you're not around them, the influence they have over your life just speaks volume. And I won't be here today
Mm,
if not for my guys. So
mm.
yeah.
I love it. I love it. So now, I want to experiment something.
Mhm.
So you'll be calling one of your guys and you'll be telling them you love them. So I want to hear your response, their
Mm.
response. If they'll be saying, I love you too, or I love you, bro, or are you fine? What's going on here? So I
I
want to know
uh,
how connected you are with your fellow guys.
I think I think I like this. Okay, should
Okay.
I say the name?
Yes.
Okay. Uh,
I would love to
so
hear his response.
I'll be calling. I think you know who I'm calling. I'll call it I just called to say that I love you.
Wow, I love you too, brother.
Ah, that's a tick, a big tick. I love it. I love it.
We go talk later now. We go talk later. Yeah, no, take care.
Wow, that's beautiful. Is that you say this often to each other?
Not often, but it's something that has been said. Yeah,
Mm.
it's something that we tell each other that we miss each other.
Are you serious?
It does not
See role
sound
model, yo.
it does not sound um true because it's not something that guys do. But I
Mm.
just if you have good friends and you have
Mm.
I didn't grow up with a brother. I didn't know what it felt like to have a brother till I was in uni,
Wow.
right? But I got to uni and then I realized that having a brother is one of the best things in the world
Mm.
because they understand you, they know where you're coming from.
Mm.
When the whole world is against you, they can
Mm.
never be against you.
Mm.
Never. If
Mm.
you can make mistakes and
Mm.
they can know you made mistakes. In fact, it's one of the things that happens in brotherhood. The fact that we see each other's mistakes and we tell each other that
This is this is not.
you didn't do this well.
Mm.
You should have done this better. But you never feel judged. You feel like the
Mm.
person has your back. So I feel quite emotional because it's not
Ah, I
something
love
that
it.
we talk about often with people
Ah,
and all, but it's something
ah,
that is important to
that's so
talk about.
beautiful. We have come to the end of this session, and whew, I feel so fulfilled doing this because this really means a lot to me. And I really love to hear men speak and just listen to them while they give full expression to everything that they want to say and just feel it. Yes. So now to our amazing guest, who is also my friend, and I'm proud of that. Yes. Are you proud of your friend? And are your friends support you? This is a clue for you to have friends that support you in everything that you do. So now I'll be giving him 2 minutes to say one or two things about himself or anything he just loves to share. So you, over to
2 minutes.
you.
All
Yes.
right. First thing, love God.
Mm.
Important is to have a reason for why you live, and the best reason you can have for why you are living is God Himself. When you have, or when you live um, on the conditions of an higher purpose or an higher cause, it gives you a reason to keep going regardless of the situations around you, right? And if there's one thing I know about God, is that God is more interested in you than you are in Him. So love God for you to have a good life and for you to have a purposeful life. Secondly, is that, like I've been saying earlier, love people, prioritize people, be attentive, be passionate about people. Sometimes you're going to make mistakes with people, but that should not derail you in pursuing people and in loving people. And I think, let me just dwell on that a little bit. Your mistakes do not define you. Your mistakes only makes you stronger. You are bound to make mistakes. You would make mistakes at every point in time. So do not feel let down by your mistakes. What you should do is that when you make a mistake, learn from it immediately. Don't let it hold you down. Just sit down with your mistakes and find out how could I have done better. Then how can I do better? I think that's important. Which other one? Dream big.
Mm.
There's no there's no size limit to a dream.
Mm.
There's no size limit to a dream. So dream as big as you can. The worst that will happen is that you don't achieve those dreams. But when you dream small, you have limited yourself. So dream big so that things can be big. So I think, yeah, my 2 minutes has elapsed.
All right, thank you so much. What will you tell our audience about this session?
It was fun. I learned a lot about myself. A lot.
Oh.
That's why I said be comfortable in your own voice. When you speak, you actually see the real. The Bible says that out of the abundance of their hearts, the mouth speaketh. When you listen to what somebody says over time, you know that that's truly the state of his heart. So I love the fact that I was able to listen to myself, and I would love to watch when it's finally out, because I want to know this is really who I am. Because truthfully speaking, I've never really like sat down to say all of these things to myself, and I've just been living it, but not being in the complete consciousness of it. So yeah, I think I love the fact that I was able to listen to myself. It was fun, it was educative for me, it was a lot. Yeah, that's it.
So thank you so much for coming
You're
around. Thank you
welcome.
for
Yeah.
sharing all this. Thank you for making this place a safe space for you to, share all these experiences. And I, like you said, I can't wait to even watch it myself. Right. So this is a clue for you to be a part of this.
Mm.
Yes, be a part of this. Share your experiences. And yes, I can't wait for you to see our amazing guest in his apparel, in which his outfit is able to portray who he is and to communicate the unsaid story that most time people don't even want to hear. Our first guest, thank you so much for coming around, and
You're
we
welcome.
love to see more of you.
I hope to see more of myself too.
All right, bye.
All
Thank
right,
you
thank you
so much,
so
guys,
much.
for watching.
Bye.
Bye.